Brilliant. So good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you're joining us. We're going to proceed with the program management tools first. The last feature of the program management tools that we're looking at today is forms. So in the next couple of minutes, we shall be looking into the power of forms, learning how to leverage them to manage data on your platform efficiently, and really explore ways where you can collect and analyze information to be able to create insights and, see if you can make any data-driven decisions using forms. So to get to your forms, it's the third panel on your program management section on the admin panel. So once you log into your platform, look at the admin panel. The third panel around the program management tools is the forms panel. So if you think about, first of all, the use cases of where you would be using forms, number one, you have platform forms, which you can see at the top here. These are forms that come inbuilt to your platform, which are two forms for any platform. Number one, a sign-up form that is standard across all platforms because every individual who gets onto your platform must sign up using a form. And then the other one is a demo form, which we'll look at just shortly. Now you can create your own forms, which are the forms that you can see under My Forms for an array of reasons. You could use forms for reflection. So as we had said in earlier masterclasses, after each action that you have in a track or in a module, you can add a reflection where someone, thinks about what they have read during that action, or either they report something or they say what they're feeling or what they reflect about literally what they have just gone through. So you can use forms to gauge the reflection for whatever action you want. You could also, as a subset of that, you could also use forms to send out surveys or pass what you can call sort of examinations, in the sense that you can, create a form that assesses what a participant has learned through a certain action. Secondly, you can also use forms to, collect donations. You can use forms to collect donations using our Stripe payment integration feature. And, we have just had a big release around having a monthly donation feature added. And, it gives you a way to collect donations in a way that is completely secure for you and all your users. So as you can see, among the platform forms, the sign up form and the demo form will appear right at the top. If you have created no forms, then no forms will appear under My Forms on your platform. The sign up form, you can edit it in case you want to collect more data, including, where someone is at and so on and so forth. And once you click on edit, it will bring you to the form creator wizard. And you have a couple of elements that you can choose from here. So let's go back and create a new form so that you get the gist of what is available on the platform. So among the elements that are available to you include the basic elements. Number one is a date time element that allows you to input a specific date or time. I'll just keep adding them. You have a drop down, which is a menu that presents a list of options and users can select an option. From the list, you have a file upload option, and we'll see how these are used in practice just shortly when we go through the demo form, which is a feature that enables users to upload files such as documents, images from their local devices to the online form. You can use a multiple choice question where you type a question here, which prompts the user with a set of predefined options, and users can, select one or more. You have your number element, which accepts numerical input only in case you want something to do with age and so on. Paragraph, a larger text field where users can enter long descriptions or comments. Short text, small text field that allows users to enter brief or concise information such as their names. And then next you have a star rating, which is a visual representation of rating where users can select a specific number of stars to indicate their level of satisfaction or preference to a certain thing. So to the question that you ask. And then the next section you have payment. So using an integration with Stripe, you can, your users can make online payments such as donations using the form. And then the next ones, you have form elements, which are key to the form. So you have a header, which is that sort of separates sections within the form. So if you have a long form and your form has different sections, so you can separate them using headers, which typically contains a title or a heading, providing an overview of the context of the form. And then next you have a divider. Again, if you have a long form, then you can add dividers so that people are able to, sort of signify which part of the form they're filling. And finally, you have elements called crew fields, which are elements that are pre-populated for the user if they're already a member. And these are most essential with the sign-up form. So for the sign-up form, this will not be pre-populated, but in the platform, if you create any form with a crew field, then this will be already pre-populated for the member, which include full name, their email, which they use on the platform, and other fields, which include stuff like, the groups that you have, the roles that you have, the skills that you have, and the teams. So it could be, what group do you belong to, and it will automatically fill for themselves. So let's quickly go through. As I have been adding them, is the same way. Same way you create a Google form or any other form, create a wizard. You just need to add the element and then, drag it to wherever you want, type your questions, and go ahead. So let's go back to our forms panel and look at the demo form, because this has been created as a demonstration for you. So if you click on your demo form on your platform, it will tell you, hello, your name. So for me, my name is Sam. So hello, Sam. Would like to show you how to include crew variables into your form. There are variables from the database, and they will display different...
Wait, Sam, I have one question.
Yes, Nicole.
When I'm clicking
Yes.
my demo form on my platform, do I put edit form or view form?
You can do either. So it's been created as a demo form for you to view it,
okay.
because it helps you understand the different elements that forms have on the crew platform.
Okay.
So
for
example, for sure. For example, this is a multiple choice component, and you can see the multiple choices that are there, and then you can see a star rating. So how cool is that? And then you select your level of satisfaction. It also has a couple of texts at the bottom that help you to understand what is going on. So for example, here required fields require a user to fill it before they can move on to the next page, which appears with a red asterisk at the end of the statement. And then you have Markdown syntax, which you can turn plain URL into a link and more. And you can, use it in bold, italics, link, and image. And then you're also told that questions are bolded by default. So bold actually shows the places that are not, this sort of bold shows the places that are not bolded by default. So there are some of the examples. If you want to use images, but then you have a warning that we do not support image resizing. So you make sure that the image is the size you want. And then you also have a drop down here. So something like that. And then you click on next. So these are some of the components that you've not seen yet, such as the date time, how people would be able to select. And then, I wonder if you read the sub-label of the question above and hit the next button without filling the question. So the sub-label here says, try to enter a date that is not within this limit and continue, because it will not allow you to, even click a date that is not within that limit. And then you proceed. And this is like the numbers option, which requires you to enter a number between a certain period or a certain number range that has been defined again. And then this is just a long text, and this is how the long text element would appear. And you can add content here. Next, uploading a file. You can upload a file from your local computer by simply dragging and dropping or clicking on the button to upload. And then you can see page header. Did you notice that this page header is left aligned and so on? These are the crew drop-down components, which include like team, which are sort of pre-populated, and then roles that are available. Then you click on next. So that is the end of the demo, and you can edit the demo form, but then it's just there for your demonstration, so that whenever you're creating a form, you are able to see which elements you can use for whatever purpose.